day packs right here. Once you're on here, leave a comment. Let us know that we are in fact live and that you have both video and audio. William, what's up? Seaside, Kiri, Bob, what's up? Paula, how are you? Web Dad, what's going on? Isaac, Landon, Byron, what's up, guys? Everybody have a good weekend? JR2A, what's up? Enrique, AJ, Steve, Mike, what's up, guys? A couple of zippered knife patches there. Got things done, needed done, right on. Planted 100 tomatoes, nice. 50 peppers, right on. Our tomatoes out there have little tomatoes on them right now. And our peppers are starting to grow jalapenos. The tomatoes coming in look black, so there's some of those black ones. Fat Nuts, what's up, dude? How are you? Turn Fupa XL into crossbody. Yeah, I like them that way. I wear a fanny pack as a crossbody. Deleted a couple dozen turtles. Yeah, I need to do the same. Copped a second large tool bag. Nice. Multicam black and some mesh pockets. Thanks for the order, Cooper. Mr. DB Cooper. Working the candy ice cream topping aisle. Right on. Foop is great for a 22 long rifle chest. Oh, very cool. There's a lot of garden to do, Kiri. I busted open another jar of, where's that? Right there. I literally just wanted to eat preserves. So I came over to my half loaf of sourdough and it was all nasty and molded. So whenever bread is bought, it gets set here. Like if we're gonna have hamburgers, the last two buns will go here. I don't know why, because none of that old shit ever gets used. And I went through 1, 2, there's an old ass pack of Oreos, but I went through 2 and those were no good, but this last pack had 1 good in it, so I was able to. I was just gonna eat it with a spoon if I couldn't find something to put it on. Leanna, you have one more comment to make here that has something to do with what we're talking about. Otherwise, you're going to be banned from here. Take your bullshit somewhere else or participate in the conversation. You might learn something. You might find something going on here that you like. But coming in with your nonsensical bullshit, imagine all the shit you miss out in life with that bullshit. Michigan Custom, what's up? Ground Fog, what's going on? 12 shots just fired in my neighborhood, just a few doors down. Maybe you need a new neighborhood. Did I try? I did not try the salsa. I have not. I don't really eat, like, I definitely don't eat, like, cheese dip or any of that stuff. And salsa, I don't really, unless I'm having it with something, I don't really eat, like, chips and salsa. If it's the salsa that you guys made, I will try that. But I think you said it was not. Liana, first of all, you're probably not a chick. You're probably a dude pretending to be a chick. And if you want to make friends, add value to the people that you want to be friends with. Come in with something, like, participate. Why come in as a fucking class clown and a fucking asshole? That's the real question. Like, you come in with some Diddy bullshit that has fucking nothing to do with what we've been talking about now for over 5 minutes. Mystery bag have a shoulder strap? It sure does. Okay, Liana, you're fucking banned. Jeremy, what's up? That's my salsa in queso. I could have sworn you said it was not when I asked you if you made it. I thought you said you bought it from Amish people. Maybe that was the pie, huh? Yeah, I'll try them. Burned the field this spring. My pasture is doing phenomenal. Nice. Chef, what's up? Maybe nice ice needs to take action. Sabina, what's up? Ground fog. Pie Amishman, got it. Fupa XL Dangler. Is it multicam? Did it ship already, bud? Wife and I have really started looking at food ingredients. Yeah. If there's more than 3 ingredients in there, if you can't pronounce the ingredient, if you can't walk outside and identify where it's grown, like Joel Salatin likes to say, hey, come over here. And then they'll be standing in the garden. He's like, show me where the monosodium glutamate's grown. Where does that come from? Where do you grow that? Whole Food, yeah, not Whole Foods, not the store, because those aren't Whole Foods. That's all been co-opted too. You know, free range. Free range does not mean fucking pasture raised. Free range is some bullshit. Is that snake still eating? Nope. Free range is some bullshit that they have co-opted to make you feel better about buying their eggs that are growing up in fucking hothouses. Yeah, not the store, that's right. Radio, what's up, bud? Rolling Acres, how are you? Do I have sandbags? You mean like shooting bags? Like sand socks? Yes. Sandbags, like you store, like for fighting positions? No, I need to have them. I do not have them. And for guys that don't know, you can order them from Home Depot and Lowe's. Yeah, free range is as meaningless as organic. That's right. Joel Nichols, what's up? Sand socks. Yeah, I have sand socks. Mr. Bag 9 to shit. What color did you get, big man? Do you think the fire attack that happened in Colorado Springs to be the new terrorist? I'm not even familiar with it. What happened? Did you know that hundreds of aircraft in Russia have been blown up? Strategic bombers, long-range bombers, like multiple bases attacked, and over 100 aircraft apparently destroyed today in Russia. 5 wild baby rabbits, side yard. Mama birthed them in a 3-inch deep hole, 6-inch diameter. Never found wild baby. I have a few times when I've been mowing, I have flushed them up. Free range definitely fights better than pinned up rooster. Well, free range is inside your houses. You'll have 100,000 birds. That can be considered free range. Free range eggs are brown. Yeah, they sure are. And you know that chicken that gets to eat bugs and gets lots of sunlight and eats all kinds of seeds and stuff has that dark yellow yolk. You know they feed them folic acid. They can feed that will make it dark orange, yellow, or even green in the yolk with folic acid. NATO led the way of that attack. Of course they did. Heard the Russian nuke site complex and missile info was leaked. Day after Lindsey Graham and other Democrats were there, Ukraine had help. Of course they did. Of course they did. Warlike, are you gonna raise those baby rabbits? Or are you thinking mom will come back to them, or what are you thinking? What's the best eggs to buy at the grocery? I really don't know, man. I'm of the belief that it's all bullshit. You have all of it's bad for you, some of it's just less bad for you. I really don't know, man. Yeah, NATO needs America. America is the only fighting force in NATO. Look at the French. They said they were going to send troops over to Ukraine. How many? They don't have fucking troops. Europe doesn't have fucking troops. So what I just saw says Ukraine drone killed over 40 aircraft. Does Ukraine have? They're not big drones. There's video of it happening. They brought them in on trucks. The trucks launched the drones. And once the drone strikes were done, because they were AI controlled, is what they're saying, who knows. Once the attacks happened, the drones basically kamikazed themselves, and the trucks exploded. They self-destroyed the trucks on their own. No, it's not a Falcor. I have tried to buy a Falcor for 10 years. I know where there's one at. He just won't come off of it. This is a Tauntaun from Empire Strikes Back. Texas National Guard has more tanks than France. The Texas National Guard has more men than France. Heard the driver was found strangled. What do we? Drive tanks has more tanks than France. Heard the driver. What are we talking about? The driver. Pierre, what's up, man? How are you? Is this why SDI is also teaching class on drones? Probably a little bit. Probably also because it's money, right? It's profitable. It's the thing. Think about drones, right? All your tactical guys that are fat and out of shape, and they buy all the guns, but they can't really go train or won't go train. Not that being big and out of shape means you can't train, but most of them, they're big and out of shape because they don't want to put in the discomfort it takes to get in shape. Whereas drones is something you can typically sit and kind of do, or at least that's the perception, right? So if you have a computer nerd, that's eating potatoes and French fries and fucking chips all day long, and he's a big fat greasy food blister, he would still be of value if he had the drone technology. Am I a supply sergeant? No, I own a company that manufactures all this stuff. On these sewing machines here, I started this company 35 years ago. And we build all the stuff that you see here. I'm in my shop right now. Everyone comparing us to Europe, but we have states much larger. Yeah, we have technology beyond Europe. We have will beyond Europe. We have money beyond Europe. We have fucking manpower and equipment beyond Europe. We also have resources beyond Europe. Europe doesn't fucking exist without the United States. When the world collapses, I'm still going to be selling sports cars. That's your plan. There we go. From my home planet Hoth up here in the Northwoods. That's right. Not indoor. Yeah, I can make a pretty big omelet. I made an omelet this morning. This afternoon, actually. Some fresh dill, some fresh basil, some cheese. Amanda made some more soap. All right, guys, if this dies out, just give it a minute and we'll change networks so it'll come back on. But the last few nights, it's been working as I get over towards the wall here. Can you show what the mystery bag looks like if you have... hey, what color did you order, big man? The mystery bag, there are half a dozen videos on it on this YouTube channel. How have you not seen that already? Like, we literally put up multiple videos showing the mystery bag. All this week we've put up videos. This is a mystery bag. That is a 6x12 pocket on one side. That is two 6x6s on the other side. This whole pile here is mystery bags. Chuck, what's up? We feed our ducks dill and thyme. Processing work, pre-seasoning works well. Does it really do anything different for the meat? You can't remember what color? Well, it must have been Typhon if you don't have it yet, because we've shipped almost all of the rest of them. We haven't done Typhon yet. You beat the Compound Friday, right on. Definitely has better taste. Interesting. Toxic chemicals. Heineken puts formaldehyde in its beer as a flavor additive, so you can pickle. Yes, that's fucking crazy. Is the mystery bag the size of the regular tool bag? It's a little fatter. It's squarer for sure. Tool bag. It's fatter. Our Army has almost 5,000 tanks just in the active section, not National Guard, not Reserve. Poland doesn't have 1,000. Yeah, we have 5,000 sitting unoperable, just in mothballs, ready to go. For guys that missed the mystery bags, we built extras. We will be putting them up on the site. Similar to an aviator kit bag, we make a bag called a kit bag. 100 peeps in the chat and only 50 thumbs up. That's how it always is, man. Motherfuckers are just lazy. I stopped making entire series of videos, and the most common question is I missed the videos. But they never commented on them or shared them. You know, if guys would just share the live videos, especially if you're on a live video every night, if you guys would just share that, that does more than all the rest of the shit. But there are people that will be on here for a fucking hour listening to these things every night, and they don't share, they don't like, they don't do anything on the video. If everybody who actually watched a video, if I go watch a video, no matter what it is, I did it 12 times yesterday, watched 12 videos. I said, hey man, I've never seen your channel before. It came up in my recommended videos. I watched the entire thing. I thought the content was great. I liked and subscribed. I literally wrote that out on 12 people's videos yesterday. That's the shit that makes a difference. And then you miss videos and they're like, hey, how come you didn't do a video? I don't know. How come I've never seen you fucking comment on any of my videos? I have 6,500 plus videos here. I stopped doing podcasts. I stopped doing fucking 3 different video series because there's no fucking reward or return for it. Kevin Timmer, what's up? Yeah, I do have a cigar Indian. I sure do. Am I gonna do rucks? I don't. No time soon. There's plenty of places you can get guys that'll do ruck mods. Do I have an RMJ Tomahawk? Yeah, I have several RMJ Tomahawks. My buddy worked for RMJ. RMJ was here at one of our parties doing demos on how to, they did it right here in the garage, how to break chains and how to break locks. Yep. People are lazy. People have lazy thumb. No, people are just lazy. People are just fucking lazy. Just finished my first round duffel bag. While it's a rough draft, I learned a lot from doing it. Thanks for all the tidbits. Right on, man. RMJ has slowed down. We sent a bunch of tool bags to RMJ, and they had somebody else fucking copy them and make them, and didn't fucking order them from us. You'll notice, like, we had a collaboration in the works with RMJ because of the dude that worked there. My buddy is working somewhere else now, and I'll tell you, we don't do anything with RMJ. RMJ has a tool bag that looks almost identical to ours after we sent 12 of our tool bags to RMJ. I think they make a fine Tomahawk. I don't know who's running or who's over at RMJ, but we don't do shit with RMJ. Yeah, we sent RMJ embroidered tool bags with RMJ on them. We sent them 12 of them. Let's see how many times we can make John walk into the gym. John Jacob, I think you're kind of a prick. You might be cool, but you kind of irritate me with your comments all the time. Maybe I know who you are, maybe I don't, but there's a couple times when I've almost just made it so you can't comment. David Smith, what's up? Was mushroom hunting this weekend. Walked up to a fence with a sign that said ammunition dud area, no trespass. I wonder what that's about. What's up with the giraffes? I was just trying to be like you. How are your giraffes? What's the fucking coolest thing that you have at your place? Is it as cool as these fucking giraffes? Recommendation for items to keep in a storm shelter was recently approved for some grant money from the county. Oh, that's fucking cool. Come on, you know what to fucking keep in a storm shelter. Water, electricity, can't be made from, a generator. So battery packs, battery backup, they call them solar generators. I don't know why we don't just call them big battery packs. Communications would probably be good. Some way to monitor communications. Have an antenna to the outside of some sort. If you're going to get a storm shelter, and it is, if you enter from the top, make sure you get one where you can crank the lid up, right? It has a hydraulic or a ram lift, or even they'll do it with a come along so that you can lift it in case there's debris on there. Some food, some, stable food. RMJ is in the shitty part of Chattanooga, and they used to post 5-6 different items for sale, maybe 100 pieces every Friday. That shit sold out in 20 minutes, but now it's hit and miss. I mean, maybe they're just doing, maybe they have new management and they're kind of doing a different direction. I don't really know. My friend hasn't been at RMJ for a couple years. I haven't heard anything from anybody at RMJ. ONR, one of the coolest things you have. What are we talking about, John C? I have 5 foot by 3 foot road map of Illinois. That's cool. From 63, that is cool. Camp Grayling in Michigan, got it. flush with the floor, and the door slides parallel with the floor. Yep, that's, yeah, so you're going to put a box in the ground, basically, of a slab, right? Yeah. They'll come in and put that in a few hours. They'll cut the concrete, they'll pull it out with a mini X, they'll dig it out, they'll drop your box in, and then they'll chemically anchor it. They'll basically glue the flanges, and then they'll drill into the existing concrete. Grant money is never free. Yeah, just like those NRCS grants. Who did the dev group Tomahawks? Fuck, which platoon, which year? I mean, that shit always changes. Squirrel bookends are your coolest, man. That's cool. That's cool. I like derpy taxidermy, bad taxidermy. Clean the mess. Hey, Crunch, you just got yourself banned. Finally. Isn't Crunch the same dude that said he was coming to work for me, lives in India? Even if he's not, he sounds too much like him, so. Who would I buy a tomahawk from these days? Probably RMJ, man. Like, you want a tomahawk? You got a lot of dudes that do make tomahawks. I have RMJ tomahawks. Field Museum has the best derpy lion on. Yeah, they have the two lions from Heart of Darkness, Into the Darkness. East Wing, yeah, East Wing has a tomahawk from India. You're going to house and feed him? No. Nope. Ghost in the Darkness, that's it. That was Val Kilmer. Was it Val Kilmer? I don't remember who that was. It's time for them to remake that movie. Val Kilmer. They banned oil change pits. The Lions from Savo. Yeah, that's them. They're in Chicago at the Field Museum. Cold Steel Tomahawk. There's another option. Val and Mike. Yeah, of course they did. But it's time to make a good remake of it, right? Filmed, better. You were kind of getting that vibe with the 1853 or 19, whatever that video series was, the Dutton video series. You kind of had that vibe with the older son or whoever he was coming back from Africa. Anybody get a text this weekend, guys? Did you get a text and email? Make hammer pull tomahawks from time to time. Right on. 1923. There we go. I actually enjoyed that. I thought it ended terribly. It's like they just fucking... They're like, okay, we're done with this. Let's just fucking end this as shitty as we can. All right, everybody's saying they did get the text and email. All right, are we back? I don't think we're back. Hello? Are we back? I have no picture. Back with audio. What the fuck is going on? Let me switch again here. Now. Both text and email. Into the Darkness. Can hear black screen. Do you have picture now? Audio, no video. Evan Haley said yes on emails, no text. Man, we've been sending out 2 texts even. Great way to show the other asshole that they're up against. Take it down or I'll report you sharing private information about... What? You fucking retard? Jordan Stump. You fucking little cunt. Here, let me go ahead and ban you before you say something else stupid. Alright. Jordan Stump. Are you upset about my tank comp? No, he's just a fucking dumbass. Just somebody trying to start shit. Do you have a recommended vendor for the bottom plastic of the deplorable bag? Any plastic, buddy. Any plastic. You could even use wood. You could use melamine. You could use plexiglass. Anything at all. You could use nice stiff cardboard and Gorilla Tape it. You could use any MRE boxes. You know, there are whole fucking villages made out of MRE boxes. It like cutting board material. Get a couple pieces of cutting board material that like roll up and just, you know, adhere those together. Look up plastic in your area. They'll have several different types of plastic and thicknesses that will work. Audio, no video. Does everybody have video? Pass a test to recite the history of SOE before you can participate. Lucas Botkin stepping away from the company. I had no idea. I did not know that at all, but I would suspect that he's probably going to start a new company. I hadn't heard that. Dollar Tree cutting boards, good info there. His dial-up dropped out. Your shirt will be there. Be here Thursday, right on. This is, I'm wearing a super old shirt today. I think this shirt was probably done when we were in the other building even. Lucas left T-Rex. I would assume a non-compete is a thing with him. Lucas formed T-Rex. Lucas was the founder of T-Rex. As far as a non-compete, I don't know. You guys know that Dirty Civilian, the YouTube channel, those were the dudes that did T-Rex's videos. And they went off and did their own thing. I don't know that he has a... I mean, I don't know. I don't care. Literally, don't fucking care. But I would suspect whatever he does, it's going to be something pretty good. Scored some Kydex cheap on the marketplace. Use it for kit bags. Nice. What would I sell SOE for? I wouldn't sell SOE. SOE has no value without me. Getting out while everything's good. I don't know. I have no idea, man. I've never met Lucas Botkins. I've met his brother. His brother was here for a couple hours at one of the SRFs. Had a really good conversation with him. Enjoyed it. No, I have not started a metal shop. I did not. All right, guys. Have a good evening. We will see you sometime. Here's a RMJ Tomahawk right here. This was the sample for the collaboration. I've got a couple short ones too. $1 billion. Check that text and email tonight. This is the end of that code. There's a fucking huge code. All this inventory can ship. Every bit of it can go out. Rallyman LBV, nice. All right, good night, guys.